In 2026, if you give more than $19,000 to any one person in a calendar year, whether that's cash, real estate, crypto, stock, you generally must file Form 709. That's $19,000 per recipient, per donor. Married couples who split gifts can give up to $38,000 per person without triggering the filing requirement. But here's the part nobody talks about. The filing obligation is completely separate from the tax obligation. The lifetime exemption in 2026 is $15 million. Most taxpayers will never owe $1 of gift tax in their lifetime. But if you jump the annual exclusion, you file. Period. No exceptions. Also, gifts of a future interest must be reported regardless of dollar amount. Zero annual exclusion applies. If you put assets in an irrevocable trust for your children, you file Form 709. End of story. And one more thing, there's now a question on page 1 of Form 709 that asks directly whether any gift you're reporting involves digital assets, crypto, tokens, NFTs. The IRS makes it crystal clear in the instructions. You cannot leave that question blank. Now let's talk about the penalty most people assume doesn't apply to them. If you fail to file Form 709 and gift tax is actually due, the penalty is 5% per month of the unpaid tax, capped at 25%. If no tax is due, there's generally no monetary penalty for late filing, and that technicality creates a false sense of security. Here's why. When you file Form 709 and adequately disclose the gift, including its fair market value, the recipient, and the nature of the transfer, you start the statute of limitations clock. The IRS generally has 3 years from the filing date to challenge the valuation or to challenge the characterization of that gift. If you never file, the clock never starts. Adequate disclosure is the key phrase here. A vague description, no valuation support. Missing schedules. The IRS can reject that as inadequate, and the clock still doesn't start. The return has to be done right. The bottom line, filing the 709 protects you. Not filing leaves the door open indefinitely. The IRS can come back 5 years, 10 years, 15 years later, and question whether that $150,000 transferred to your son was really a gift, or whether it should be recharacterized as something else entirely. If any of this sounds familiar, if you've made gifts and never filed, call us at 855-900-1040 or visit silvertaxgroup.com. We'll tell you exactly where you stand.